So I've been doing a bit of digging online, and sadly, a lot of the stuff I'm reading is a year or two out of date and not all that relevant. But it looks like I can't get into Arena Commander anymore to earn rec points, because I figured out that I can upgrade the weapons on the ship, but I have to buy them on the website. And I thought that the money that I'd earned was the currency you use on the website, which isn't the case. You earn rec points, which is rental something. So you're basically buying credits to rent the weapons, and they last for 7 days. So you go, all right, okay. So I've got to earn some rec points now so that I can buy some upgrades for the ship. And it tells me that the best place to do this is with a race. Oh no, I can get into Area Commander. What am I talking about? The other one. I've just wasted about an hour online. You see, I just want to do a race. Let's see what this is. Drone sims. I've done that race. So that's saying 3 laps. Okay. I haven't got any choice. I have to do it with the Aurora. Okay, so it can go away now, surely. Thank you, can you? No? Right, so game settings, lap count 3. Right. So let's do this. So Old Vanderval is the place to go racing, so that's where I'm going racing. No idea if there are going to be other people involved, but we'll find out shortly.
Enjoy the ride. System check.
Okay. Do I have to press a button or something? Yeah, press X when ready.
Three, two, one, go.
I pressed the button, nothing happened. I think I'm going a bit too quick this time.
Checkpoint. Checkpoint.
Where am I going to go? Whoa. That didn't go well. That did not go well.
System critical. Welcome to Robert Space Industries. Enjoy the ride. System check.
Well, I've got to go up. Ooh, that's a bit close. Power it up to that one.
Checkpoint.
It's down, isn't it? Should really get the joystick out for this.
Checkpoint.
Whoa, steady on. Where am I meant to be? No, not there. I'm going to hit that. Got to go there. No, I've broken it. Broken the plane. How close can I get to that planet?
Warning. You are approaching simulation boundary.
Don't care. I really don't care at the moment. Oh my god.
Standing by for reintegration.
Right. Yeah, I want to go to the hangar. That was the closest I've ever got to what looked like a planet. And it looked absolutely brilliant. Now that was an extremely quick load. So let's just check what weapons I've got here, because I was thinking that the M3A or something. I said the M3A, size 1. So where do I want to go? Let's go to the Crusader. Might as well. So this is your single player. So you're not going to earn rec points here, I don't think. So does the currency just buy you clothes and weapons? And I would imagine medical expenses. It's hard to say. So perhaps if I leave the chat box open this time, the mess I've left this place in. What was that I was reading? calming music. So let's go to a communal area. I might have just walked straight past where I needed to go then, but I was reading the chat. Is there a way of waving at somebody? See, no one about. That's a lens flare.
Welcome to the Port Olizar ship deck. Please press the screen to continue.
So how do I access the chat?
Vehicles left unattended on launch platforms will be returned to storage.
I like this idea of the menu and the layout, but
Save on resources and expenses. Join the ship share program today and fly together. For your convenience, our automated ship organization system handles
that's
storage
flight
vehicles. To access your craft, consult one of the terminals
on foot.
out of the station. For our guests' safety, this station has been designated as an armistice zone. All weapons are currently disabled.
Oh, enter.
We kindly ask that guests exit airlocks as soon as it is safe to do so.
I have no idea what
All arriving pilots use
I'm
designated landing.
doing.
Launch platforms are for departing ships only.
See if we get any kind of response from that.
Please be considerate and avoid obstructing airlocks. Thank you for your assistance. This station has been designated.
No, that seems to have been a conversation killer.
Weapon safety protocols is strictly forbidden.
Mind you, it's a bit of a... Whoa, what is that? That's great. That is fantastic. Is someone going to come out of that in a minute? No? So that's the thing, how do you get back? How do you navigate? If I go out on a mission, how do I get back to here?
Welcome to the Port Olizar ship deck. Please press the screen to continue. For our guests' safety, this station has been designated.
I really want to wind these people up on the chat now because they've ignored me, but Right, let's give that a go. I've no idea.
Space may be lonely. You don't have to. Save on resources and expenses. Join the ship share program today.
Right. So I have to go get my ship.
For your convenience, our automated ship organization system handles storage of all vehicles.
Selection confirmed.
Thank you.
Your ship is currently being delivered to the launch platform.
This station is a proud member of the ship share program, encouraging travelers to save resources.
So have I got... Yeah, I have. I can see it. So have I got my suit on the entire time I'm here? Right. Now, make it cold. Make it go cold. Look at that. Always freezes on that same spot. I need to get that visor looked at. That's not good. I think it could be a weak spot. Because let's face it, I don't want that to crack. That'd be awful. Hello.
System critical. Takeoff complete. Landing complete.
So I took off and landed all at the same time. Don't know how. Right. Why can't I go? Now I can.
Takeoff complete. Landing request approved. Standby. Scanning. Landing gear raised. Standby. Scanning.
So that's where I'm headed. And I want that. It's not that far.
Standby. Scanning.
This area is not safe. Please keep moving. All right. So what am I looking for?
Standby. Scanning. Radar contact.
So what have I got to do here? I've gone to the wrong place.
Standby. Scanning.
I think I went to the wrong place there.
Standby. Scanning. Radar contact.
If you know what's good for you,
Standby.
stay out of
Scanning.
this.
Radar contact. Radar contact. Standby. Scanning. Radar contact. Radar contact.
So I take it I've got to get out of here.
Rear shields damaged. Stand by for shields. Stand by for shields.
What are you doing? Oh, you bastard. Blew my head off. He blew my head off.
Do yourself a favour and turn around.
I'm at home. Yeah, come and have a go here. Yeah, let's see how far you get with your weapons turned off. You horrible sod. So I don't think I can get the ship straight out again. I think I've got to wait. But let's just check. Oh, mission withdrawn. Oh dear.
Welcome to the Port Olisar ship deck.
Thanks.
Please press the screen to continue.
There we go. So I've got to wait another 2 minutes. Just over.
We advise guests to please use caution upon exiting the Armistice Zone, as weapons will once again become active.
So then I'm going to go and have a look back at the other one. The ICC assistance. That seems a lot safer.
Reminder that vehicles left unattended on launch platforms will be returned to storage.
I'm not paying 1200 Alpha UECs, which is what they're called at the moment.
We kindly ask that guests exit airlocks as soon as it is safe to do so.
So this is, you know, I think it's one of the smallest ships in the game, I would imagine.
This station has been designated as an armistice.
So I'm guessing that the bigger the ship, the longer the wait, and the more expensive it's going to be to get it out straight away. But this is no real wait at all.
You don't have to be. Save on resources and expenses. Join the ship share program today and fly together.
What was that program? Fly Together?
This station is a proud member of the ship share program, encouraging travelers to save resources and fly together.
The ship share program. How do I join that then?
This station has been designated as an armistice zone.
Yes.
Tampering with weapon safety protocols is strictly forbidden.
But if you're a bad person, I don't think it's going to matter, is it?
Please be considerate and avoid obstructing airlocks. Thank you for your assistance.
That's human nature, I'm afraid, my dear. People do that. They find the narrowest space that people need to walk through and they block
For your
it.
convenience, our automated ship organization system handles storage of all vehicles. To access your craft, consult one of the terminals located throughout the station. A reminder that vehicles left unattended on launch platforms will be returned to storage.
Right, so now I can get it. So if I get the ship,
Selection confirmed.
thank you,
Your ship is currently being delivered to the launch platform.
B1. So let's just have a look, see if I can get the ICC. Let's go and have a look at this one. PI1, it's only 1,000.
Kindly ask that guests exit airlocks.
That's 2.5. I'm going to go for that again. So B1. On to 4.
A proud member of the ship.
In through this door. So that's B0 to 4. Landing pad. B strut. Yes. Come on. Right, let's go and do this. Come on. Or should I try and fly down to that planet? Yeah, let's do that. It's gonna crash. It's about the half-hour mark now, so it's gonna crash.
Takeoff complete. Landing complete.
Right. Come on. There we go.
Takeoff complete. Landing request approved. Landing gear raised.
It's just going to let me do it. However, the sun always does seem to be here. Which I'm in all fairness, it's a good thing. I have no idea whereabouts in the solar system, the galaxy, or whatever you want to say, where I am. If any of this is based on the real galaxy, the universe, the solar system. You know, Sol's there, but that doesn't really mean anything. So let's just have a sit back and see how close I can actually get to this planet before I crash. Is it going to actually let me fly all the way down to the ground? I mean, I'll be so impressed if it lets me go all the way down. There's definitely more detail coming through now. I'm certainly not expecting this to be a 2-minute jaunt. I'm most definitely there's more detail now. We're coming through layers of the atmosphere, I suppose. I don't know. Music's gone ever so moody. Oh, now it's stopped. Oh, here we go again. I do like the thinking and the mechanics behind this kind of a game, where you do have to invest time in order to get the most out of it. And a lot of that can be done with travelling, and it's always been hyperspace and quantum leaps and, you know, jumping systems, which is perfectly legit. But that's kind of been an excuse over the years, because it's the limitations of what could be programmed, or not, rather not what could be programmed, but what the hardware capable of processing it could handle without having a computer the size of a room. So, you know, the games, they put lots of cutscenes in and jump scenes, and well, just to hide loading screens. So all of a sudden they put a little animation, which was nearly always the same, or a variation on 3 or 4, of, say, a jump through a black hole, which is brilliant. You know, it's really lovely. But once you've seen it a dozen or so times, you start picking up on there's only so many of them, and then they get a bit boring and the magic's gone. But when you go through the atmosphere as well, there's normally another jump. You have to go stop at a station or something, and it gives you a little hyper boost through the atmosphere and things like that. Then again, it's a cutscene. But this isn't. This is exactly the same as No Man's Sky, in as much as there are no scenes, jumps, load screens rather. None of them. And to be able to go old school and say, right, okay, if I was actually in a spaceship, let's maybe, you know, let's play around with the laws of physics to a certain degree to make the game playable. But let's also give the option of doing it manually. And I'm sure I can probably get down to this planet a lot quicker than this. But to see how long it's taking, and watching the details slowly appear, without it cutting and giving you a little bit of eye candy for a few seconds to throw your mind off what you were just looking at and taking in, and just looking at it with awe, really, and seeing the pure enormity of it. It jumps to a much closer scene, which is usually, you know, of a higher detail, and it can throw your mind a little bit, but it soon gets used to it, and that's what that is the norm, because that's all that we could have, really. But to be able to produce a game at this level of detail, where it doesn't do the jump screen, so you can do what I've just done and leave the base and just fly directly down to the planet in real time. You know, I'm saying all this because I've seen it in the demo from GameCon 2016, and it's the 3.0 beta version. So it's not the version I bought, and the one I'm playing at the moment. No, I'm playing 2.5. But it was enough for me, that video was enough for me to go, I'm going to like this. This is really, really good. So that's when I put my pledge in and bought it, and now I've got the Alpha 2.5. And although it's, you know, it's broken in many ways, and to be fair, all the places it's broken in, it's very well documented, in as much as this is an alpha version. It's going to break and we're going to take bits off. So the holotable, that's being disabled at the moment because it's being upgraded or it's not working properly. Now that's a pain in the arse because I haven't seen it yet, but it makes life a lot easier. But it's, you know, it's fine. The game isn't ready yet. But the bottom line is, from what I saw and from what I've experienced from playing it for the last few hours, I believe in this game enough to put my pledge in and buy it. So I might as well start playing the alpha version. Bugged as it is. Constantly crashes. I think we're about the 40-minute mark now-ish. And hasn't fallen over yet. And I'm screen capturing it. So there's quite a bit going on. And it's still behaving itself at the moment. I'm waiting for it to crash at any point now because I've never successfully got it down to this planet. I'm not even sure if it's possible. It might not be. But it is taking quite some time. And there is a lot of the same. You know, this part of the game certainly isn't for the thrill seekers. But this, what appears to be really obvious and simple part, which has never really been achievable until now, absolutely puts the whole genre of this kind of game into perspective. Because by doing this and just slowly ambling towards a planet as you would if this were possible, this is how you would see it. And this is what gives it such enormity and makes the whole game arena that you're playing in, you know, almost infinitesimally huge, mind-boggling. Even though it was before, and that was one of the things I'm sure that captured a lot of people. It's certainly one of the main captures for me, that it was just like, you can go anywhere. It's huge. It's almost, for what it's worth, it's limitless. I remember playing Elite on the BBC B. It was my cousin's, and it's the first video game ever that really, really sucked me in, and I couldn't believe it. Just how amazing this thing was, because at the time games, it was mainly platform games, and you had a set number of things that you had to do with very limited control, which was fantastic because it was good gameplay, because it wasn't easy. It got harder and harder and harder, even though it was repetitive. And compared to the graphics that you're looking at now, not even worth talking about. But it was seriously good gameplay. It was well paced. It was really well thought out, and it was using technology to the best of its ability at the time. And then you had the first kind of racing games, or driving games rather, where they'd put you on. Well, Formula 1 was the first one, I think, and I had it on a handheld console, and it was an LCD game, and you had 3 lanes and a slider at the bottom, And there was no accelerator, no brake. You literally just had to steer like a lunatic with your thumb across these 3 lanes for as long as you could as it got faster and faster. But it was brilliant. And one thing, like games like this, I swear whoever came up with it and programmed it thought about the timing and the pace, because they work. They absolutely work, and they're in tune with your head. So even though at the time they looked fantastic and they looked brilliant, and we thought, how can they do all this? This is just brilliant. Obviously, by today's standards, it was crap. And in 30 years' time, what I'm looking at is laughable. But that's good. I'm really looking forward to 30 years' time, what it's going to be like. And I'd love to see this on the Vive. And the Vive is something I really do want. But it's a hefty investment, and I'm not sure it's going to deliver the resolution that's going to really warrant the price tag for me. That's my big setback, because not only have I got to get the Vive, I've pretty much definitely got to upgrade the graphics card as well. So we're talking serious investment with just a couple of pops there. Coming up to the 3/4 of an hour. And I think we've crashed.